I've already played in this world, so my apologies for not recording this whole time, I guess. Actually do not know what to talk about. I would like to talk about my family, but at the same time, I've already talked about that many times so far. And I thought, like, maybe I should be more creative this time. Though, even in my prowess in drawing, I wouldn't say that I am pretty creative in talking or stuff like that. I actually found what's it called? A treasure map. I found a lot of stuff, but I do not feel satisfied of the land that I um have encountered. So I'm not gonna live here. I'm going to live in a hill. But the problem is, I do not know which hill. This hill looks good, but where did that come from? I do not know. But I want to try to find a good cliff, and I'll dig a hole in it, and I'll start making a base. I'm gonna make it out of spruce wood, obviously. Like, that is the most superior wood. Why would I not be? Sorry if you can hear tapping. That's me. I play, obviously, from my mobile, my iPad, to be specific, which is really horrible. I don't think that it's respectable in any way, shape, or form, but I wouldn't say it's horrible. It's just, oh shit, I don't even have a pickaxe. Samuel, how do you do this to yourself? Okay, never mind, I can make one. Apologies for the cut. My grandma went into my room and I found a cross, which is really strange, but that actually occurs more often than I thought it would be. It's really funny when I think about it, because when I was a kid, I used to be very scared of crosses. Don't even know why. I actually really want to find this biome, but I forgot what's like. Ooh, there's an oh, there's a lush cave. Are you kidding? Oh, you've got to be joking. Oh my god. I want to be in a lush cave. Actually, now when I think about it, this cliff is not actually too bad. I'm not really far from spawn. I don't think I am, at least. But this is actually pretty good place to build a base. Especially now that I found out that there's an azalea right there. I might actually make it here. Like there. Actually, no. I'm gonna make it here. But I do not know how yet. I am going to figure it out somehow. But I'm gonna make it inside of a cliff. I actually have no clue what to do. I've been trying to focus on school, but I've been not doing that the whole time. But that's completely fine, I think. As long as I complete my tasks, at least. I'll go explore this first. I don't think there's anything interesting. Actually might start as well right here. But the hard part is, how do I get down? I'm guessing I'm supposed to make it in more steeper place. No, not steeper. What is it called? Not so steep place. Right there, I guess. Like right here. I don't know. Apologies again. My mom and grandma keeps on coming into my room. Coming? Question mark? I mean, walking into my room. You might think. Actually, the thing that I really wanted to talk about in YouTube videos like this is just how horrible I was when I was a kid. I wouldn't say it was intentional. It was, because actually no, it was intentional. I was a horrible child, and I affected a lot of people around me, and I am not proud of it at all. I'll never be proud of it, and the fact that I used to be like that makes me sick, and I was never proud of it. Should I go to the Lush cave? Right. So, I wouldn't say that I was the best person ever back then, and I wouldn't say that I was the most saint person either. I never really thought of myself that way, I guess, because I wasn't really the best person, and everybody else thought that I was. The reason why that is because I used to be, well, one of those friends where I would just reply to them, and like whenever they vent, I'll reply to them no matter what. No matter where I was, no matter what situation I was in, I would usually reply to them and try my best and to comfort them, even though even I was not in a good headspace. And that was obviously making me a little bit go mad. Because even till now, sometimes I'll get sick of just talking to people. And it's not even because it's like intentional, it's because I just genuinely feel overwhelmed over how much people talk to me and expect to talk to me, at least. Because I just never found anything interesting about myself anymore, at least. Because back then I used to think that I was this like stereotype where like, oh yeah, obviously people would want to talk to me because I'm perfect and I take care of people and I want people to take care of me also. But back then no one really did that. Even though I have parents, I have both of my parents with me still. I still live with my parents, but back then, yeah, I don't really know what I expected, I guess. Because back then I used to be like really, really close to people, even though I never really like those people don't even know me like personally, but they would be like, "Oh yeah, can I talk to you? And can I just vent to you about my feelings and about the stuff that I've been going through?" Even though I literally do not know you and you're like only 12 years old. And back then, like, I would just say yes because I didn't want anyone to suffer and I don't want anyone to go through what I went through, quote unquote, what I went through. But it's just that I was just a people pleaser and I didn't want anyone to suffer. So I just said yes most of the time. And I guess until now, it had affected me so much, I guess. I never expected myself to be so, like, I did not know how to react, because I could have said no, but I didn't. This all happened during, I don't think it's the pandemic. It was even before and after the pandemic, I think. Like, right before and right after. I think it was also the start of, like, when I don't remember how old I was, but it's like, I was in the era where I used to roleplay a lot. And I had a couple of few friends. More than enough, because now I only have like 3 or 4, and I can't even handle that. Like, sometimes it feels overwhelming, and I used to have so much more. And I would usually listen to their problems all the time. I'll listen to them and tell them that what they're worth and how they're supposed to react towards things that are like obviously not good. And I was just a little kid when I was doing this. And obviously a little kid should not be comforting a 20-year-old about how they're going and how they're just struggling through life. Talking about how their partner cheated on them and how they're going through depression, even though they're talking to a 15-year-old or 12-year-old. And that has happened to me like multiple times. The most recent one was when I was 15. I dated this guy, and he was like he was almost 20, and he depended on me a little bit too much, I think. Even though I was like 15, and I was freshly 16, I think, if I'm not wrong. And he depended on me like a little bit too much for a 20-year-old man. And that messed me up Like it really did, because until now I still think about him and feel like I should have said something else, because that guy would have killed him. If I wasn't there, he would have killed himself. And I do not know how to feel about that. It never got, like, I never got over that. Because how am I supposed to get over the fact that I prevented a suicide of a 20-year-old man out of, like, how am I supposed to get over that in, like, one day? Because I don't think you could, unless you're, like, a weirdo. I don't know. I wouldn't say that everyone is horrible, because, you know, they went through their traumas and sometimes they'll have to talk to it to someone. And I obviously understand that, because I'm also like that. And I want to talk about it to someone. And sometimes it is better to talk it out. But if you're going your way to talk to someone, find someone that actually fits the job, you know? Like, talk to your friends, talk to your parents, talk to, like, literally your best friends, or literally anyone else but a 12-year-old in the internet, because you're just gonna mess them up. You're gonna mess their whole life up. Because I used to take my time out of school and just talk to people that I don't even know, and they would tell me these things that are absolutely deplorable, that may or may have not made me think that I am essential to their life, even though I should not be. I should not be a part of their life at all, actually, because they're an adult. They're supposed to know that they're not supposed to talk to minors like that, especially in this economy, I guess. Everyone around me has always said that I should have not gotten a tablet when I was a kid. And I understood. Like, back then, when they said that, I thought, hey, that's kind of weird. Like, what do you mean I should not get my tablet? If I didn't get my tablet, I would have not gotten my friends. And you know what? That's kind of fair, but those friends are the exact same friends that made you that way. Made you feel like you were supposed to be in their life, even though you're just a little kid and you should have just played with your friends and hung out with them. But obviously you didn't do that. Instead, you were shunned, and you were made into someone that obviously is just a figure of, like, I wouldn't say parental figure. I guess it's more like a figure of authority, which is really weird, right? Because how come a 12-year-old be a figure of authority? A 12-year-old should be a 12-year-old and nothing else, and should have been treated as someone that should have not even been in the internet at all. Because I was 12, and if anything, it was just a horrible time for me. I don't even know how to describe it, because back then, it's just bad. It was just bad. I'm gonna put it here for now. Okay, wow, I cleared out so much, Jesus Christ. More than I expected, at least. Why is it not turning night? Is it turning night? I think it is, but I just cannot see it yet. And, you know, when I didn't, oh, there's a cave. Are you serious? I'm going to dig into a cave. Oh, do I have iron? Okay, I do. I have 1 iron. That's actually enough for a shovel, so it's fine. For all I know, I could have been better. I should have known better. I should have told myself to stop, but at the end of the day, I was just a little kid, and I didn't know that those things were wrong. And those things were, like, not what I was supposed to do. But at the end of the day, I was still a kid, and I didn't know that that was wrong. I've always made myself guilty for things that I'm supposed to not be guilty of. And I've realized that. I've realized that many times before. Cause I was this little kid. Like I should have known. I've always said that I should have known better, but I was a kid and I did not know better at all. So it wouldn't matter if I knew better or not, cause I was still a kid, and it's just nothing. I'm not responsible over what an adult feels, cause they were the ones who supposed to regulate themselves and to control themselves, you know. And apparently, most of the adults in my life back then did not know how to do that, apparently. So, I guess I just didn't. I never thought of it like as wrong. I. Because it has affected me also, like, in a way where I just. I didn't know. I didn't know how to say. I won't say I don't know how to say no, because I obviously do. I am like I am the opposite of what a people pleaser is. I couldn't, like, I don't want to please someone just out of like I want them to feel this certain, like this person to feel like I am this certain way, and that I should they would like me if I started acting that way or this way, because I obviously know that a person could just not like me, and you know what, that's fine. And I don't care what other people think of me. I don't care that they don't like me. But sometimes it does feel weird knowing that just people actually do seek my attention, I guess. People do think that I'm a great person and that I am a loving and caring person. And I wouldn't say that I'm not, because I clearly care about people and I do listen to their problems, I do give them advice. But I just didn't expect people to see me that way after all the things that I've thought and said, I guess. They wouldn't know what I've said, obviously. They would know that I secretly, quote unquote, hate them. They would know that I may or may have not said a couple of bad things about them. And those bad things that I've said about people were mostly because of frustration. I would say that my mom is a bit of a bitch, and sometimes I'll say my dad is a little bit of a fucking prick, or an asshole, or just, I don't know, like other things, like my friends are a little bit clingy and I don't like the fact that they're clingy. Sometimes I'll tell them that they're just annoying and I don't want them to be around me right now. But despite all of that, people still like me. And I just don't understand that. I never understood that. I guess it's fine to set boundaries, right? People always tell me that. And I have set my boundaries too far, I think, when I was a kid. Because back then, I used to hate people so much, to the point where I was just an anti-socialist, at least. That's what I think. Because it was just horrible. Like, I genuinely hated people, to the point where I just didn't want to talk to anyone in my class. I thought everyone was, like, plotting against me, and that they were just horrible people in general. But truly, they were just clueless teenagers in Indonesia that are usually just bumbling around school without knowing that they're affecting other people. And now I understood that. I understand why they acted that way, because they were also young and they did not know what they're doing. Now that I know that those things were also affecting them, now I feel guilty for being that way back then, I guess. Indonesia really has to fix their stuff, and I feel like I'm one of those stuff, I guess. I need to fix myself. I need to fix the fact that I feel like I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about at this point. I'm just talking because I don't really know what to do. And I'm recording because I want to upload this somewhere. And I don't know what I'm talking about. I do not know if even anyone would listen to this at all. Because I wouldn't say that I'm the most entertaining person ever. I wouldn't say that I'm the kindest person ever either. But people somehow still find me charming, and sometimes people even find me funny. And I still don't get that. And you know what? Sometimes I'll just have to accept it. Somewhere somehow I'll have to accept the fact that some people just enjoy my presence, even though I don't understand why. Why would anyone be with me? Is crazy to me. Like, that's a crazy concept. It's not even because I am a horrible person. I don't think I'm like the horriblest person ever. I'm like, oh, I'm Jeffrey Epstein. No. That's that's not what I'm talking about. It's more like I don't understand why you would be with someone like me. Out of all of the people that may exist and you have met before, you chose me to hang out with, to be friends with, to be around all the time. I just don't understand that. I guess it just comes to what other people think of me, right? It always does. It always comes back to that. And I guess I just never understood that. I never understood how people think of me. And I'll never understand it. But as much as I don't understand it, I guess I'll just have to get used to it. I'll have to get used to the fact that people will, in fact, seek my attention and tell me that I'm a good friend, despite all the things that I've done for my own selfish Okay, my friends are calling me. I guess I'll just end the video here, because I don't think that I'm getting a little bit of emotional and I shouldn't be. Alright, that's the video, I guess.